So I purchased a house in the absolute worst time you could purchase a house. I did, but let me tell y'all what got me here. Hey y'all, my name is Ayana, and before I get into the video, I want to formally introduce myself. Again, my name is Ayana, and on my channel you can expect all things home. I'll also have a little bit of lifestyle stuff sprinkled in, but for the most part, all things home, DIY, decor, cleaning, all of that stuff. So if you are interested in that, I think you're going to really enjoy this channel. So back in 2013, maybe 2014, I believe, I purchased my first property. It was a very small condo, and I purchased it so that my son and I could have a stable space to live as he was coming up. It was in a good school district, it was affordable, it was small, it was just for me and him. And then I want to say about 4 or 5 years into owning that space, I was ready to go. Mostly because, again, it was small and we quickly began to outgrow it. We shared a bathroom. It was a 2-bedroom, 1-bath condo. And that bathroom was like the size of a closet. It was small, but it was mine. But anyway, I was ready to leave. So I found a realtor and I decided to put my house on the market so that I could buy a new house, okay? Now, the purchase of the new home was gonna be contingent upon me selling my condo. And for whatever reason, thank God though, but for whatever reason, I was not able to sell that condo. No matter how hard I tried, that condo was on the market for about 9 months, y'all, with nobody trying to buy it. And I was very discouraged. I had offers on houses, okay, but again, I couldn't buy that house till my current house sold. And it just didn't happen. So finally I was like, you know what? If it's not supposed to happen, God, just don't let it happen, okay? Because I'm trying to make it work and obviously it's not time. And I decided to let that process go. So in that process of letting it go, I decided that I would spruce up my condo into making it a space that I loved, you know? I decided to declutter, I redecorated, I painted some things, I got new furniture, and I ended up staying there a little bit longer, about 5 years longer. So total, I owned that space for like 9 years. On my 9th year, I was like, I think I'm ready now. I had just started a new job and I was ready to start getting my money together. I needed a motivation though. I did need a little bit of motivation, and I said, okay, so maybe if I like look into buying a house, that'll help me get my money together. And it'll give me something to work towards. And I also, again, was just ready to move. And so I decided to see if I was pre-approved or if I could get pre-approved for a mortgage. I didn't get approved. Credit trash. It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't good enough to get approved. So I ended up paying down about $10,000 worth of debt in about 4 months. And I decided to try to get reapproved, try to get a pre-approval. And the second time I did get approved. So I think it took 3 times. It took me a couple times, but I ended up getting approved, okay? Because I don't give up. Now, I was very adamant about not telling too many people about what I was trying to do because I felt like I knew we just got out of a pandemic, okay? I know that people were losing homes, losing jobs, were already having a hard time maintaining their finances as it was. And I wanted to make sure that my decision to purchase a home wasn't contingent upon other people's experience, whether they were able to afford a new home or not. I just didn't want to have my opinion overshadowed by the thoughts of other people. Very seldom do people have unbiased opinions, okay? So I kept it to myself. After I got my approval, I put my home on the market. And within 3 days, I had an offer, a cash offer, okay? And accepted it, period. And then I decided that it was time for me to go ahead and start looking into, you know, the house that I wanted. Now, I always knew that I wanted a mid-century modern home. I really wanted a house with a super cool layout. And I also knew that I wanted to decorate the house, renovate it, and make it a space that was a reflection of me. I'm not really a cookie cutter, new construction home type girl. So I definitely wanted something with a whole lot of character, okay? And that's when I came across this house. Now, I will start by saying that I had this house saved on my Zillow account, but I knew I couldn't afford it. But I had a whole lot of houses on my Zillow account saved that I knew I couldn't afford. And I just kept physically looking at houses that were within my budget. But that was until my good friend Ashley sent me a text message, because I ended up telling her that I was interested in, purchasing a house, and told her about my story. She's one of the friends that I really, really can trust to just support without any hoopla, okay? And she sent me the link to this house, and I was like, I have this house saved and I love it, but girl, it is not in my price range. She was like, I just want to let you know that me and my dad, we already done drove by that house, and we said that this is giving Ayana. Okay, this house is giving Ayana, and you need to go look it out. Look at it. So my partner and I hopped in a car, and we came out here to look at the house. And I was like, oh my God, I love it. And it just so happened that they had dropped the price into my price range. And I was like, okay, let me call my realtor and schedule an official showing. And I want to say a couple days later, we ended up doing an official showing of the house. Immediately as I walked in, I was like, I want it. It's so cool. It has so much character. The architecture, the curvature, the layout, the space in the basement. I could do so much with this house. I love it. I want it. Let me put in an offer. So I ended up submitting an offer, but the only thing was there were about 4 other offers on the house, okay? And so with my offer, I offered asking, but then I also submitted a letter basically telling my story. My mom selling an old house, trying to get a new house, and really just want to create a home where my son can have a really big Christmas, and we can have family gatherings and all of that stuff over here. And they accepted my offer that night. Well, they accepted the offer, and I received, my acceptance document, whatever, the next day. And it was on and popping from then. I ended up closing on both properties on the same day. And immediately upon moving in, I hit the ground running. I got the house waterproofed. I got the bathroom renovated. I redid the floors. And then I slowed down and decided to just kind of DIY the kitchen. And if you are interested in that, you can check it out on my Instagram, which is Ayana Shannon on Instagram. Same thing on TikTok, Ayana Shannon. And it has just been one of the most exciting things that I've done. Yes, it is, significantly higher price than, coming from a small condo. My expenses have increased, but I do feel like it's completely worth it, okay? I also want to say that if something is for you, it's absolutely for you. It doesn't matter what the interest rates are. It doesn't matter if the masses can't afford it. If it's for you, it's for you. It doesn't matter what it is, it's yours. And I had to keep that mentality because it was a little bit scary, going on TikTok all day and hearing people talking about how buying that house is a waste of money. But that just wasn't my story, because I was able to sell my condo at triple the price of what I purchased it for. And I used that equity to put towards this house. And it has just been perfect for me. That was my story. That was my experience. It was an experience that was catered specifically for me. And I couldn't allow other people's negative experiences to discourage me from the things that I wanted. Now it's been about a year, and yes, shit be happening. We had a little leak in the basement, had to pay about $700 to get that done. I'm working on the backyard. That's a lot of money. I have to get the backyard gutted. On top of that, I'm doing renovations, and things just, they do be happening unexpectedly. So I always try to make sure that I have a little cushion in my bank account to assist me when things are not going as planned or when unexpected things happen. Again, if something is for you, it's for you. And if it's not for you yet, prepare. Get your money together, get your mind together, do what you gotta do to make this shit happen, okay? Now, again, I will be sharing a lot more of my experience with this process. I also think I'm gonna share how I budget. I'm still working on it because I'm trying to furnish the house, but I'll share so far what I've been doing to budget and make sure that financially, like, I'm not just like overexerting myself. And I think that might be helpful for you guys too. But if you have any questions or anything you wanna have me make a video on, please let me know. I will also be doing a home tour, so you guys can stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.